Am I too loud if I say I'm one of the biggest travel creators in the world? Hi guys, what's poppin'? It's Ty, Aina here.
Now you have a St. Kitts passport. You have a Nigerian passport. You live in Portugal. They're currently in Atlanta. How are you able to do all these things and keep your sanity? How do you keep relationships? How do you live life?
That's a good question.
Thanks. We're going to yap about things that are going on in the world.
I think AI is taking over the world.
We should talk about AI. We are very similar.
And we're also similar in our...
Oh yeah, twin. I haven't told you this, but you inspired me to actually start my travel journey.
Oh, really?
Because what would be your first tip for me as a nomad?
Stay alive.
I hope so.
Okay, I have a question for you. Okay. Do you believe marriage is an achievement?
Absolutely not.
Then why do people celebrate it?
What so? Are you in a relationship? Are you single? What are you doing? Are you vibing?
Is that the question?
Welcome to Am I Too Loud, the podcast. Your passport doesn't define you. Your courage does. Hey, Odd fam. Welcome back to Am I Too Loud, the podcast with Sophie, a.k.a. the motherfucking Odditty. I feel like that is not sort of like a loud fact or like something that is extra. Really, you're going to drink when I'm doing my intro with the ice?
Sorry.
Clearly, today's guest wants me to introduce him. And you know what's funny, guys? I feel like the way I'm going to engage with Tayo, I don't think no one has ever seen... No one has ever seen our interaction in this way before. So I'm really curious to see how you guys get to know my friend, because we're going to introduce today's guest, who is rude and just decided to start drinking ice during my intro when I was being cool.
Do you want your guests to die on the podcast?
Whose fault is it that the guest decided to not drink water?
Atlanta Road Service.
Anyways, guys, welcome back to My Love, the podcast with Sophie, aka the motherfucking Oddity. Today's guest is really special to me because that is my friend, and I feel like the whole point of I want to take that back by words. The whole point of season 2 of the podcast for me was for you guys to get to know my cool friends. I feel like everyone who's been on the episode so far that's been a guest have been someone who I know I know well enough. We at least talk, we call, they have my phone number, they know my last name, they know my middle name. What's my middle name?
Do I know your last name?
What's my middle name?
Wait, let's see if we'll start with your last name first.
What's my last name?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim is crazy. Ibrahim.
Okay, Ibrahim. Sophia, I know your name.
What's
now.
my middle name?
Odditty.
Okay now. But clearly, I should have not invited you. I will discuss this later. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone other in between, this is Mr. Tayo Aina. I like to call him Mr. Aina, but this is Tayo Aina, a global creator, filmmaker, business owner, house owner, homeowner, realtor, successful icon, owner of a St. Kitts passport, owner of a Nigerian passport. I feel like I haven't told you this, but you inspired me to actually start my travel journey.
Oh, really?
Because I feel like the travel bug kicked in for me when me and you started getting closer. Because when I hear your passion, I don't know about your passion now, which we'll get to in a bit. But when I remember we would talk for hours about content and work and life. And it was just always so cool to hear you talk about your passion for travel. So first of all, I want to let you know you inspired me to travel, and you inspire a lot of Africans to see the world past their backyard. So kudos to you. Say hi to the podcast.
Thank you. Hi guys, what's poppin'? It's Ty. I know here again. Welcome back to my channel.
Whose channel?
Oh, sorry. Your welcome to Sophie's channel. Sorry.
Okay. We're going to get started with something that I think is usually an internet roundup. So I'm just going to we're going to yap about things that are going on in the world.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you what is the first thing in your FYP that you want to share? Because I know you scroll, but you don't scroll to scroll just randomly, but you scroll
to research.
Yeah. So tell me some news that's happened in the past that you want to talk about.
That's happened in the past. I think AI is taking over the world.
We should talk about AI. I was just watching Trevor Noah's... Did you watch it? You don't watch it yet. Trevor Noah has an episode with Microsoft's AI person.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, but he just... Well, it was yesterday.
Okay.
It was yesterday. It's not been that long.
Oh, okay.
But he talked about how AI was started in 2010 when nobody believed it, and now it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I was as a creator, most people talk about AI as something very scary. I don't think it's scary. Me and Chatty are best friends.
I don't think
that's
it's
what
scary,
I call
man.
ChatGPT.
I think there are two sides to it. It's probably people when they first invented guns.
That's you went to a very different side. Okay, let's see. Okay, go on.
It's true, because everything that can be used for good, there's this Newton's law of motion. To every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Everything that is created that can be good can also be like, as good as it can also be evil. So it depends on who is the person using it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what AI is. Is like AI can definitely, AI is changing the world, and it's so rapid. Like ChatGPT is like, I was having a chat with my ChatGPT earlier this morning based on a video idea I was doing, and I was just talking to it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Tyler, you could do this." I'm like, and I was just like, just a year ago, this wasn't even possible.
Yeah.
But now it's like a thing. Even when I go on flights or I'm everywhere, people don't go to Google anymore. I would have never thought that. No, people still use Google, but Google has a competitor.
Yes, that's true.
I would have never thought in my lifetime I would be able to see somebody who would start something and be able to like be competing with Google. Because now people are ChatGPT and stuff now instead of going to Google search.
That's true.
Like, yeah, so that's crazy. So I think that's what's happening.
So do you definitely use AI now with your content?
I use AI.
Do you think it waters down your content though?
No, I use it to make things, get things done faster. It's like before now, it was like we're riding horses. With AI, it's like we got cars. So it just makes for me personally, I think it makes me do things faster. But there are some people who just rely on it fully to write scripts, but I don't really know if there's going to be a time where AI is going to be, because there's this human thing you can't, like, I don't know what you're thinking in your head. Yeah. AI can, at least for now.
You can't look at something and they will not tell you, oh, you're thinking this, Sophie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I use it as a tool to just get stuff done faster, actually.
Okay. So I feel like people who are watching, most people who are in my audience, I feel like our audience kind of like align or overlap, so they might know who you are. For the like few people who might not overlap, give us like a few synopses of who you are. Like, what do you do? What would you say you do now? Because I know like the story, like you used to drive Uber in Nigeria, you used to suffer and struggle, you're going through your life and you're in lots of pain. You are not, you are. Guys, what car was Tayo driving when he came inside here? What car was it?
I wasn't driving.
Thank you very much. He was in a Baron Bottom car. I don't know the name. All I know is that it had red seats inside. If your car has red interior, you are rich. I'm telling you, if your car has a red interior, you are rich. So at this point, you're not suffering anymore. But I know people know you as like the Nigerian creator who was traveling across Africa and then traveling the world. Yeah. And like you have like a distinct style of storytelling. I know every time people are like, you're a YouTuber, I know you don't like that because you're more than that. Yeah. So explain to the pod fam like who Aina is.
I think for me, I see myself as somebody who is curious about the world. And from that curiosity came, trying to tell stories about things I saw. And that now led to me making videos and then eventually now doing YouTube. So I feel like human beings are not even like one thing as always. I think we're always, we are multidimensional. But I think for me, at this point in my career and at this point in my life, storytelling is literally what I think I identify as a storyteller, and I can tell stories through each and every medium. So I'm a YouTuber, filmmaker. I like business. I'm an entrepreneur. I was an entrepreneur before I even became all those things, because I used to do stuff before, like, I don't know if I told you, I had a restaurant in school.
You told me about that.
I used to sell pasta to students. I had an events company I started. Most of them failed eventually. I used to sell phones to people too.
Really?
Like, yeah, maybe if you have your phone, maybe you want to sell your phone, maybe like 20K. I'll look for somebody who needs a phone. I'll tell the person 25K. I'll collect your phone, give the person, I'll take the 5K off the top. Buying and selling was my P. So now I just knew that I was never going to work for anybody. I knew I was just going to do my own thing. So I would just say I'm a businessman and also a storyteller. I like business. Business is sweet.
Business.
Even this studio, as we came in, I'm like, how much does it cost to create a studio like this in Atlanta for people to actually start to use for stuff. So yeah.
And that's the thing. I feel like that's how we got connected too. Because Tayo, let's first figure out how we met. So Tayo came to New York. First of all, Tayo randomly came to New York, and I was like, oh my god, like I live in New York, let's hang out.
No, we met before then. What are you saying?
We didn't meet before then.
We were talking on social media.
But we never like met. I meant like when did we meet in person?
Oh, meet. Okay.
Oh, and also I want to give props to, I feel like I've said this before to you, so I'll just say it again. But I remember when I first started out, you were one of the few like Nigerians that I knew at the point in time who were doing YouTube and doing it well. Like you had your thing, and you would just always check in with me. Like you'd be like, hey, I see your stuff. Look at this person's page. And like you didn't even know me like that. You just like, you could tell like you just wanted people to grow. Like you saw like something in me, and took the time to put in effort to like check in. And I didn't even realize that until we met. I was just like scrolling through. I was like, wait till you randomly see a story of mine on a vlog and you watch it. You take the time to watch it and you come back and be like, this vlog could have done it this way, that way, that way, that way. And I could have, now mind you guys, I'm a feminist. And I could have taken that and been like, why is this man telling me on side? I didn't ask you for information. But you always did it in a way that made me feel comfortable enough to be like, okay, you're not doing it because you think like you know everything. It's more of like, oh, I've learned things, I've gone through this, I want to teach you. And I'll also say like everything you said, I wanted to add that you're also a teacher. Like a lot of the videos you do, you teach people stuff along the way. Like you're always sharing your tips, your tricks, how you're packing, and even on short form content I do, so you're always doing that too. So add teachers to the list too, because you have a course that you also share where you teach people how to like.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm a teacher.
Yeah,
I think about that.
You're a whole professor.
Professor of YouTube.
Professor of YouTube.
PhD.
Ooh, what's gonna be on the thumbnail? The professor of YouTube.
PhD in YouTubeology.
That's true. Like because I feel like you've gotten it and you see YouTube in a different lens. I know a lot of people do. But anyways, so we met in New York and it was really cool. And it just like I think we connected because the night me, you, and my producer Donald all hung out. We all hung out and it was insane. Like just 3 people in a room who are so passionate about content, just going in about like what can we do? How can we get to where we want to go to? What are the sort of stories we can tell? And I feel like that was 2 years ago.
Yeah. No, 3 years ago.
3 years is crazy. Was it 3 years ago?
Yeah.
No, it can't be 3 years ago.
You're getting old though.
No, it's not possible. Was it really 3 years ago?
Yeah, we met 2022.
Really?
Yeah. I think.
Oh yeah, because this will be the 3rd year.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, guys, it was 3 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we met 3 years ago, and I feel like the Aina and Odditty or Sophie that met then are now 2 very different people, but still at the core the same. Like all the ideas we had, we're chasing them in different ways now.
Yeah.
And like I feel like we're like growing in a way that I'm proud of. So I'm really proud of the growth that we've seen so far.
I'm proud of you too.
Oh,
I'm
God.
proud of the woman you've become today.
Oh please.
I am, seriously. I am.
You guys, I don't know how to take compliments.
I know.
I know. I don't.
That's why I'm looking at you.
Yeah. I'm like, it's enough. Okay, moving on. I feel like to start, because you did mention being a YouTuber, and that's what we oftentimes talk about when we talk about you. I feel like YouTube has changed over time, right? So for you, like, I specifically just started like the travels life. Yeah. And I'm very nervous about it. Like very, very, very nervous. I don't know how you do it.
Why are you nervous?
Shit, man. This thing is a lot. Travel, like not having a home base can be overwhelming, and it's a lot. Especially I'm a girl too, and I pack a lot. I know you pack one suitcase and that's it.
Yeah, I do that. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to be like you. I'm learning from you.
We're balancing each other out.
Yeah, we're balancing each other out.
But like, what do you think as a YouTuber within the travel space? How has it changed since you started?
I think for me, when I started with YouTube back then, in terms of the travel, I didn't even start with travel, you know.
Yeah.
I started where I was in tutorials and stuff, but when I started in the travel space, I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just making videos about where I was living, which was Lagos, Nigeria. And then I took my first trip, and then I was like, okay, I can do more of this. But traveling, a lot of people don't know, but traveling is actually a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's very stressful, especially if you have to do it as you know, traveling. What people don't realize is that traveling for work is different from traveling that, oh, I'm just traveling.
Like vacation.
It's different.
You know,
it's very different.
When last did you have a vacation? I feel like you did it this summer. No.
Yeah, my first vacation was actually this summer. Yes. I didn't oppress you. I went to Montenegro and I went to Albania.
No, that doesn't even count because you still filmed those. I mean, like,
I cannot. It's not possible.
No, but off the grid, short form, you're only recording on your phone, no camera. You've done it.
Yeah, that was this one recently.
That was Montenegro?
Yeah.
You didn't record for Albania, like on your camera?
I did. No, I didn't use that. I didn't do any. I just phoned. Oh, this trip was just phone. Yeah, I didn't film anything. It was my first trip. Yeah, my first summer trip.
Oh. Yeah. But all the time you're doing it in Portugal, Uncle. What was that?
I live in Portugal.
It doesn't matter. You can't have a vacation in your own home.
Okay, I'm just vibing there.
But I feel it's like, guys, that's how we talk usually. Probably this is really like less than what we typically do. I'm telling you. But yeah, okay, so travel is heavy. But I also noticed that too, because I realized that when I was planning my trips, it was always for content. Like it wasn't like I was gonna rest at any point.
That's it. You're like day one, I'm going here.
Yeah,
I think you
day
even
two.
sent me a list of somewhere where you were trying to go to, and you were like, oh, day one, this is the day, and the itinerary was like this restaurant here, this one. That I'm like,
Yes.
calm
I'm
down.
learning.
It's no, but it's good. That's
But I also
it.
feel like is it like maybe the things I want to do on a trip you wouldn't want to do? Because like I would want to do the restaurant.
What would you like?
Restaurants, honestly, no,
I
that's
don't
not
really.
true. I feel like it's the same thing.
It's the
Because
same
we want to
thing.
go like
I
to
want
the
to go
main sites and hiking
I want
and
to
all
see
that stuff.
stuff. I want to go to the lake.
Okay, never mind. It is pretty similar. We are very similar in like our interest for content too.
And we're also similar in our
Oh yeah, twin.
in our lack of hair.
No, who said no?
Okay, you have hair. You don't
have
decided.
none.
Yours was a decision.
Yeah, I have hair, guys.
Mine
The
was
H is silent.
circumstance.
No, I have hair.
You have hair. Oh, but the H is silent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why there's white space over
Yeah,
there.
you see?
Okay,
No, it's not white.
Okay.
You don't see it?
Yeah, flip it. Let me see.
How dare you? Yes, I have hair, guys. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about Nomad Diaries because I think that's what my folks have known from my vlog channel.
Okay.
And just essentially like learning how to travel on the go. What would be like your first thing, your tip for me as a nomad?
Stay alive.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, besides that, I hope so. I hope to be alive.
Okay. What are that tip that you need for a trip? Or?
Yeah, like for like being a nomad in general, like starting afresh. Because okay, so you know the story, but I'm gonna say for the vlog, I put all my stuff in storage, and I literally have my 2 suitcases and myself, and I want to travel. And I've shown you my bucket list. Have I told you my bucket list?
Yeah.
Yes, and I've shown you my bucket list of what I want to do. What, because you've already talked about this, but what was your first advice to me besides staying alive and equipment to use?
I think it should just be having an open mind. Having an open mind generally, like to the world. Like as I am now, I can sleep in a $1,000 apartment or hotel today, and tomorrow I can sleep in a $30 shack or somewhere if I need to, if I'm traveling. Because just like you did it actually. You went to a hostel.
Oh yeah, I did a
stayed
hostel
in a
trip
hostel
the other day. Yeah.
So it's just having an open mind and not being, and that's why it's just some specific types of people who are in search of adventure that can literally become nomads. Because being a nomad is like you're literally living all the conveniences of your life in like a house or whatever and going on the road. And if you went to Kenya today, or you went to Nigeria, or you went to Costa Rica, you know, they're all different places.
Yeah.
So what you might experience, they might be different in terms of food, where you're going to have to stay, to sleep, all of that. So I would say just have an open mind. And I think the second one would just be like, most people you probably meet are actually out to help you. Have the mindset that most people you meet are out to help you than they are out to hurt you. So you have a good view of the
I've
world.
seen you interact with people, and I don't understand. Is it because like you're a guy? Is it because you're just like confident? Is it because you can beat people's asses? Yeah, but like you seem so like I would feel nervous like going on a trip solo and like going to see a random person like, oh my god, hi, like can I go X, Y, and Z here? You just be like, oh bro, yeah, yes, your number. Oh yeah, give my number. Oh yeah, next year I'm coming. Oh yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, bro, I'll see you. And you call them and they will like show up and like you tour the country or the place and you meet people. Like, how do you get over the fear?
I wouldn't say I have any fear specifically. I actually get, but you know what's interesting? I get nervous before every trip.
You do?
I get nervous before every trip. I'm like, okay, is everything going to go as planned? Okay. Especially if it's a content trip. And that's why it's like, when you say nomad, there are 2 types of nomad. There are people who are just traveling just for traveling's sake. They just want to go cool places, see people. But when you're documenting this, it's different because everywhere you go, you need content. You want to meet people. You want to capture that content. So I think for me, it's just like, I get nervous too sometimes. But at the end of the day, I just realize that this person is a human being. He probably wants to talk to me too. And even if the person doesn't want to talk to you, that's fine. You can talk to the next person. There are so many, there's 8 billion people in this world.
That is true.
So
I feel like I get nervous a bit about it too. But I also think like the way
But you should do it anyway though.
Yeah, I don't have a choice. I want to make this money. I must make YouTube money. YouTube money is separate, guys.
Are you on YouTube for money?
Yes. Wait.
I thought you were following your passion.
Of what? Making money.
No.
So I feel like with travel, like I get nervous about it in many ways because when I see you interact with people, I'm like, how do you know the story then? Like, how do you know the story to tell? And I will tell you an example. So when I was in Scotland, I hung out with a group of people, and we got to this like distillery, and they were just like, and right here is the biggest distillery in the world. It was done, and they were like, oh, they're doing the Tayo Aina, because because in many ways, like, you just have a way you speak. It's serious, like, you have a way you speak where you're like, and this is why this is doing this and that. So how do you know the story before do you know it before you start? Do you know it in the middle? Do you know it at the end? Do you script things before? What does it look like?
So most times, one of the best ways to get to know the story of a place is to just ask the people. So for example, we're currently in Atlanta, and when I first came here, I met up with some people, and they were like, one of the person I was speaking with said, I think it was LD. He was like, "Oh, Atlanta is one of the cities that has the most green cover. That's the most amount of trees everywhere in the US."
I didn't know
and I realized, yeah, it has like 30% coverage or 40% coverage. So there's a lot more trees here, at least compared to where you're from.
Yeah, New York has no trees at all. We have Central Park.
So it has a lot of trees. So I was like, okay, that's actually interesting. It's a city that has a lot of trees in it. So that stuck with me. So when next I'm talking about a place, or if I'm talking to my video, I just like, yeah, Atlanta has this. And I think for me, I also do a little bit of research about a place before I go sometimes. And sometimes I don't do research. But when I do research, the video turns out better. So I just have like bullet points. I watch a video of the place on YouTube, and then I pick out interesting things about the place, because every place has something that is either interesting about them. So that's kind of like how I get to know about places. But in terms of the actual video, when you watch the video, that one, after the video is done, then we go back and we sit down and write a full script, full research.
Really?
And then, because for me, what's the point of making a video if you're not going to educate people
on what you did?
I think for me, when it comes to content, there are three things that you're probably looking to do. Either it's educational, or it's entertainment, so it's entertaining, or it's inspirational. All content that you ever watch falls into any of those three buckets.
Okay.
So for me, I like to stick a lot more to the educational space more, because I feel like, if you watch my video and you can come away with something, then I've done my job.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's it.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious. I'm also a very curious person.
You are. See, my issue is I don't think I fit into all three. But I do know
you do fit into three.
No, let me explain.
You're inspiring, you're educational, and you're also entertaining.
Yeah, but see, let me explain.
What are you explaining? Explain. Talk.
So I feel like I can be entertaining, yes, right? But I think with inspiration, you need to know how to tell your story correctly to breed inspiration. So for example, there's a video you did with the St. Kitts passport.
Yeah.
You didn't just come and say, I have a passport, here it is.
Yeah.
You told the story from the beginning to inspire other people to get to the journey you got to. I got my green card, and I remember thinking, shit, man, I didn't even do a story around that. Like, I finally got my US green card, here it is. I might try to do something with my American passport when I do get it. Knock on wood. But like, that's something I was thinking about. Like, you're very intentional about sharing the story well. Yeah. And I've seen you in edit mode in the background. Like, you're very careful. So does that take practice? Does that take time? Is it something that you've always been very careful from the beginning? You were just like shooting at the beginning and now you're here?
That's a good question.
Thanks.
I think I won't say I've been like this from the beginning, because there was a time I didn't know how to shoot. There was a time I didn't know how to edit. There was a time I didn't understand all of these things. But from just years of practice, years of watching people, years of learning, I realized that every story needs to have, there's this 3-act structure to every story: setup, conflict, resolution. If you're telling a story about somebody who is trying to achieve something, and then you just tell them that, this guy was here, he wanted to achieve, he was broke, and then, suddenly, he just made a windfall of money, he won the lottery or whatever, and then, now he's rich.
Yeah.
That's not really like an interesting story if you just tell it like, okay, this guy was here, what's so interesting about that? But when you tell the story of the person who had all these maybe bad things happen to them, and then they had to overcome those things.
Yeah.
The overcoming is the interesting part. That's why I watch movies. That's why when you watch movies, you're like, oh wow, like, you watch, or you hear about somebody like Nelson Mandela. Why is this so big? Why is Nelson Mandela such a big figure today?
Yeah,
it's because of all the things he had to go through. He went to prison, he did all of this, and then eventually he came out on top and helped move his country out of apartheid and all of that. So there needs to be a conflict in your story. If you just be like, you meet somebody who is like maybe like a rich kid who just grew up in like a rich home, and then the house rich, so you're already
nothing
rich.
there,
Nothing
yeah,
interesting. But if you tell a story of somebody who came all the way from somewhere in Ajegunle or somewhere in Lagos, and then now the person is like a superstar, someone like Ashake now, someone like not even like Burna Boy, even like all these guys that have tried out, Wizkid, all of them, even Davido, like trying, like starting from somewhere and going through stuff and getting to where you're going to. Conflict literally makes the story, like the story of everybody, better. So I just always find ways to add in conflict into my stories. The conflict of today now is like there was traffic, but we still made it, and now we're here, and now I'm sitting down beside you, and we're having this podcast.
Tell them when you left where you're supposed to leave to come.
We left early enough.
We
left, but there was an accident.
They're not calling you to tell you about the accident.
Yes, you told me.
You texted me and said, "Oh, so 3, right? Knowing fully well you're still at Lenox Mall at 1:30.
I don't leave here.
You're supposed to leave. That was your... The way I just said, I don't live here. Like all this what you're saying, I don't live here.
I don't live here now. So I don't know. I didn't know. I thought we're in the US of it, so there's no traffic here. I didn't know Atlanta had traffic issues.
Okay, if you say so. All right, so as a creator, what is the one piece of gear equipment that you know that, like, if anybody's like, I want to start here, what would you suggest they do?
Your phone.
I was going to say your phone too.
Phone.
Yeah,
your phone. The best camera is the one you always have with you.
Yeah.
Or the best camera is the one you have with you, or the one in your pockets.
Phone. Do you think people... I feel like... So I just upgraded my phone, my camera gear.
17 Pro Max?
Oh, the men's camera.
Okay,
no, I'm getting it though. Are you going to get it?
Why are you getting it?
I don't know. Okay, so there's a phone that I have that the FaceTime goes off whenever I call people.
Okay, get it.
I'm just like... And I don't want to get the same phone because it's 16 already. So I was like, I'm just going to get a 17. I want the orange
You're a rich man now. You can get anything you want.
Rich, don't worry.
It's not a competition. You're a rich man. Collect it. Yes, I'm rich. Say amen.
Amen.
Hey, why is it so hard for you? Guys, why is it so hard for this woman to collect compliments?
I'm learning, guys. I'm not.
You're not learning. You're not better than you were last year. Yeah.
I don't know how to say compliments. It's a thing. Okay, so last week, because by the time this episode comes out, it would be last week.
Okay.
Nigeria's Independence Day. It was October 1st. This episode comes out after that.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So, I had Justin UG and Ini Cash on the episode. I actually want to tell you something. So I think that you are one of the only close platonic male friends that I have.
Oh, wow.
That like is very, very masculine and macho. Everybody else is like a crackhead.
Oh, wow.
Like, does that make sense? So I wonder why.
It's life. Life struggles.
Because I feel like it's so cool to like, we'll talk about being Nigerian and in Independence Day in a second, but especially for the passport reasons, because I feel like we understand travel restrictions better than anybody does. But I thought about that because I could think of on my hand the 5 guys who grew up with women around and all these things. But you're a very like traditional African man.
Am I traditional?
Very, very, very.
How am I traditional?
So. I know you're very traditional.
How am I traditional? What does traditional mean?
I just mean like you embody the traditions of your tradition.
Embody what traditions?
You don't think you're a traditional man?
I don't know. What does traditional... I can't say I'm something if I don't even know what it means.
So I feel like...
when you say tradition, it just means like... For me, it's like... It feels like somebody who's like, oh, you are like set in a specific... Because tradition is something that's been done happening
over and over.
For years.
I would say you are set in some ways.
You say I'm set in some ways?
Yes. You don't think so?
Like what kind of... everybody has to be set in some ways now. If not, you don't have any compass.
Let me give you an example,
of
so
something.
I feel like you're like a... How do I say this?
I
want to say this nice. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to ask ChatGPT here. Nelson, can we pass? What is your name again?
My name is Julian.
Hi, Julian. Do you mind a second? I have a phone in that purse. It has a pink sticky thing behind it.
This purse or this
Yes, the green one. It's like stuck on something probably. Yes, please.
This one?
Yes. Thank you. Where are you from? I like your accent.
I'm from Florida.
Thank you.
Oh, I love Floridians.
Since we're talking about traveling, I actually went to Costa Rica on like a solo journey mission for like 8-9 months.
Oh, what's that?
Oh shit! Yeah, and then I went to Panama for
8-9 months.
That's
I
crazy.
went by myself and stuff.
church?
Not just I went surfing and stuff.
Wow.
I worked volunteer. I only spent $1.5 grand the whole time I was there.
For 7 months?
I'm telling you. Volunteer. That's what I was trying to do, but I feel like I'm too old for that now. I'm no, like people look at me like, but yeah, you need a life. But that was one of my like things I wanted to do was I was gonna go to Switzerland because apparently Switzerland is like really expensive to travel in. So I was gonna do because people who go there volunteer like hostels and stuff, and they can like go there for free, still explore, but like they just work for their pay.
Would you be doing it for the vibe? Because I know you can afford to go to Switzerland.
Oh no, for the vibe. I wouldn't do it for anything.
Like she has
else.
money, don't mind that. And if she ever says she doesn't have money, she has money. She's a rich woman.
Okay.
I've seen your bank account.
I googled
before.
the traditional Nigerian man because I'm gonna get it. You see my words?
Nothing. I said I've seen your bank account before.
He has it. Have you?
You probably told me.
All right. So core traits of a traditional Nigerian man. In this context, because we're both Nigerian, provider and protector. You see yourself as financially supporting your family and making tough decisions. Yes or yes?
Yeah.
Respect and authority. You want to command respect in your home and community. You're big on that.
Yeah. Who doesn't want that?
Hardworking and ambitious. Yeah. Religious and spiritual. Yeah.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
That's
I
what.
didn't say it was a bad thing.
Okay.
I just said it was a thing.
It just felt like.
No, it's because it's my tone of voice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a great traditional man.
It feels like what every man should aspire to be. Or
That's
do.
what I meant. But like, yeah.
Okay, I'm a traditional man.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I only bring that up because I know most people who I'm friends with don't oftentimes skew that way. And I'll tell you why. Like, there was one time we were at a party and I was hearing you talk about relationship context and stuff like that. And it was just so different from what I was used to with the guys in my life because they were all, I don't want to say they're babies, but I don't know how to explain this properly.
You need to change the guys that you're moving
No.
on.
I enjoy the
babiness.
diversity of opinion because I feel like men come in different shapes and sizes and mental capacities.
They actually do.
Right?
Shapes and sizes.
I'm keeping that in the video.
I keep it now.
Guys, so essentially, I'm saying that I said it, saying this for a reason.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that through like you found your success despite the traditional routes. That's how I want to explain that. Like in many ways, living in our culture, there's certain boxes they put men in and put women in. I think for you, I've seen how much you're solo, living your life, you're moving, you're traveling to different places. Like you don't fit that box, but you also do. Does that make sense? Like I feel like your career world and your personal life are very separate.
Yeah, they're very
and you're
separate.
very, very intentional about that.
Yeah.
All that story I just said, the question I was going to ask is why?
I don't know. I think even while I was in Nigeria, while I was growing up, I always had this, perspective that I was going to do something where it was not going to be like something conventional. Like I knew it was never going to be a 9 to 5. And I knew it was something that was going to have to do with traveling the world. I've said this thing before when I was in secondary school that I would like to have a job where I get to travel the world. But I didn't know what that job was because I didn't even think back then being a YouTuber was a thing. And back then I didn't even know anybody. Like YouTube was, I didn't even have a phone. So where do I want to watch it? I didn't have any of that. So, but I just knew that, I wanted to see the world. And I don't know how I found myself eventually. I know I found myself shy in YouTube, but I think having that and then also growing up in Nigeria, growing up in Lagos, under the parents I grew up with, my parents are both civil servants. So I think maybe that probably shaped me, how I grew up and my environments, growing up in Lagos, Nigeria, kind of like shaped me into what I am today. But also I just know that while I was in school and while I was young, the way I used to think and what I used to do was kind of like different from a lot of other people that I knew.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always just very nerdy. Like I was curious about stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, why this stuff is this way, you know, like, why is it that way? And I used to question a lot of things too.
Yeah.
And I used to also spend time alone myself too.
You do a lot.
So it kind of like help me think and just kind of like help me shape my brain in a way that I don't even know the answer to that question. To be honest.
You know that you're landing.
I'm actually trying to figure it out. Why? Because that's such a deep question. It's like, why are you what you are? That's such a deep question.
I want to add more to it now because when one of our biggest fights, guys, was because of how you thought. Right, and it makes it because you're like, we're thinking what fights am I talking about?
I'm like, where are we going with this?
Because I think when we met,
Be careful with the back of your head on that TV though.
Okay, it's not bad.
Okay.
Sorry, I liked.
You have to test it. It's good. So you know you are
I
not.
was like, okay, is it hitting?
But
How far do I have to
that
go?
points to something about you. What you just did now. Do you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's like, oh, this thing is sharp. Okay, let me try it out to see how sharp it is.
So now I know how far
Then now
I'll
you
go.
know, okay, it's not
Yeah.
going to hurt me so much. So you run into danger. That's the kind of person you are. You're adventurous.
I
Just
laugh
what you
in the
did
face
now.
of danger.
Yeah, you did. You know, one of the things you did that was actually really, because she's so scared of heights. When I went to New York, I took her on a helicopter, open door helicopter over Hudson River, and she was there, but she was screaming. But then after a while, she still put her leg outside. So I was like, wow, that's facing your fears.
That's true.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I
Yeah, well
appreciate
done.
it. As I was saying with our fight. So it was because I think I have a huge community and I move very, very like communal. And when I first met Tayo is a solo, I move by myself person.
yeah.
And I think we've flipped now because I feel like now you're in a space where you're actually finding people and you're building people and you're growing people and like you're looking more like, oh, I want to actually go out with multiple people. I want to have my birthday and not do it alone. I want to be with someone. And it's like group hangouts essentially. And I'm like, leave me alone. I don't want anybody around me. I want to go solo. I want to do my solo travel. So like I used to fight him because I'd be like, you're so selfish. You don't have time for anybody else. You're always thinking about your work.
Yeah.
So, but what changed? What was it like age? Because you're almost 50. So was it anything?
I'm almost 50. What? They know I definitely don't look 50. I still look like I'm 20 something now. What's your problem?
Of course. Oh, yeah. But as long
No,
as
that's not very sarcastic.
No, guys. He's only 40. Okay.
I'm not 40, by the way.
It's only
Just go and
30.
Google my, when you Google me.
Do you see how much
Google
of a
me.
flex that is? Oh, Google me. They can't Google me. Please don't Google me. We'll know what the real owner of the Barnabas is.
I think it was just obviously I think a part of it is growing up and just also understanding that life is better lived with people. Like when you're on your deathbed, people, what you remember wouldn't even be the things you have. It'll be just more or less the relationships you had with people and like how just your family, like people, your loved ones. That's what you were thinking about. So for me, it's just like I realized that. And it's not like I didn't realize it before, but I had to go through that stage to get to where I'm at now. Because sometimes, you have to find your own path and figure it out for yourself. And for me, a lot of that became me doing stuff solo. Because when you think about it, traveling is a solo journey. Imagine my work is to travel. I can't be waiting for anybody to be like, okay, what's your plans? Like I have to just take my bag and go. If not, I'm not going to get anywhere if I'm waiting for people. So I think travel and I think the more you travel, I think that's also why you're becoming more solo-ish.
Yeah.
Because the more you travel, the more you realize that, I can go anywhere in the world and I don't really need anybody. And that is also powerful. And I can have fun by myself by exploring. So the more you do it, the more you're like, you just keep doing it more. And it makes you more of a solo person. But now, I think these days, I want to build more relationships with people and I want to do more stuff that is more communal. Because I don't want to be remembered as the guy who was just, solo traveling alone. That's not fun. It's also more fun with friends, with the right people.
Yeah, with the right people.
With the right people. Specifically the right people.
The right people.
Because the wrong people can make your life hell.
Stress you out, please. Okay, so we're both Nigerian.
Am I?
Are you not?
I'm half Nigerian.
What's
Don't
the
forget.
next one? Let me segue into the story. He said, "Am I?" Let me even say, but you are also.
It took a lot to get this. So I have to remind you.
Make sure. But I think one of the biggest things that people know about you is like
I'm Nigerian, by the way.
Yes,
please
he's very Nigerian.
I'm very Nigerian, as you can see.
But you got a passport to travel more.
Yeah.
And I started traveling when I got my American green card because then I could travel more places too.
Yeah.
So access is a big thing for
Very
us
big.
as travel creators. Well, for you as a travel creator, for me as an aspiring travel creator. So tell us about that journey because you've said it a few times, but what led to this is the decision I'm going to make? Was there like an instance where like you were at an airport and you said, fuck y'all, I'm never doing this shit again?
Yeah, it was
several airports.
It was a mix of many things. I think one thing, but what broke the camel's back was when I was trying to get to Dubai. I had this conference I was meant to go for. I was invited as a speaker.
That big, with all the like,
with all the big creators that I always wanted to see. Casey Neistat was there, who is like one of the big creators that I used to watch when I started out. Nas Daily, it was Nas Summit. It was,
that
it was actually created by Nas Daily. So I actually wanted to go, and then they denied me like twice. And I've been to Dubai before, so I'm like, why would you deny me? I've been to Dubai like twice before then, and then they denied me just because I was Nigerian. And before then, I've had issues in Ethiopia, even in Africa, in South Africa, them either holding my passports or denying me or harassing me or stuff like that. So I think when that happened, I was like, so this is how a big opportunity I'll be looking for to get would come my way. And because I don't have access to this place, I'm going to miss out on this? No. Never. So from there on, my major goal in life was how can I break out of that? How can I create, get a passport or something that would allow me access to the world? Because for me, my biggest goal in life, what I'm chasing literally every day I wake up is freedom. I'm not chasing, I'm not trying to buy the latest car. I just want freedom to be wherever I want to be, whenever I want to be, with whoever I want to be, doing whatever I want to do. That's literally my life's goal. Yeah. So for me, getting that passport was like, when I saw the opportunity, like, oh, okay, you need to just save up, I think it was $150,000 then, save up that and buy a passport. So that's what I did. I just did that and was able to get the passport. And now I'm here, sitting out with you in Atlanta.
Right. And what's crazy is like, when I was brainstorming for this episode, the first quote that I saw was like, if I could buy my freedom, I would too. Because I was writing it down. It was more about because I was writing about the passport thing. And it even stuck with me too, because I'm like, people don't understand how...
They don't understand
how restrictive. So an example of that, this was earlier this year. My plan, I talked about this thing for months. Like, if you met me in January, I was telling you I was going to backpack across Europe in summer. Yeah. Like, I had it all planned out. I was going to do this way. I applied for my Schengen visa, and then they said it was inadmissible. Error of how many calendar days, but even besides that, I was like, I don't think that was the reason why, but I just knew that, what, it's fine. And I remember I'd gotten so confident because everywhere I'd gone to before, I'd depended on my green card to go in there, and I've been sort of playing it safe of my American green card can take me there, I can do that. And then the Schengen thing happened, I said, you know what, it's fine, I can go to London, I'll be okay. And then I get to London, and we're supposed to be going to Montenegro, and me and my friend Shayo, to get to the airport, I can't fly because they said, I remember they looked at my Nigerian passport, and this girl was, oh, you have a Nigerian passport. Oh, sorry, you can't go. And I said, no, I have more than the Nigerian passport. I have my green card, I have a UK visa. I give them all the things. It was just like, no, just focus on that Nigerian passport. And it just reminded me again of the limitations. Like, even if it was written everywhere on the embassy page and anything like that, because of maybe the stories the passport holds too, that's a huge impact on your situation. And what I mean by that is, Dubai now just said, I think male Nigerians are not allowed into the country anymore.
I think Doha also did.
Doha just did that too. Yeah. So imagine your story is already being set because of the passport you're holding. No matter how hardworking you are, no matter who's telling you to come, no matter who's buying your ticket there, like what company you're working for. So that thing, it fucks with my head heavy, and I also feel sort of guilty. I don't know if you feel that way, probably not, but I oftentimes feel guilty. I'm like, there's so many Nigerians who I know are pioneers, who are doing the things the right way, who will not be afforded opportunities because of the fact that they're Nigerian.
Would you say guilty or you feel sad?
Both.
Because guilty is like, it's not your fault.
Yeah, but you know me now, I'm a people pleaser. I struggle. I'm always like, I
don't feel guilty. I just feel sad, and I feel annoyed. I think I feel more annoyed than even sad.
Angry, if anything.
I feel angry more at the policies that the governments, that they could do to make stuff better. I feel angry also at the people who went out there and like, can you cuss on your podcast?
Yeah, I hear.
Okay. I feel angry at the people who went and fucked up the passports. That's why I think for me, whenever I travel anywhere, I try to be a good example. Yeah. So that when people see me and they're like, and I realize that thing is like, imagine you going to Albania for the first time. And let's say, for example, you're one of the first Nigerians, or the first time somebody's encountering a Nigerian. However you behave to that person dictates how they would just be like, oh, Nigerian people are nice, or Nigerian people are crap. Yeah. So for me, I always try to set a good example in whatever country I go to just make sure that, like I'm doing something good at least. So
That's true.
create a good image for the
The
country.
amount of times I've been told, "Oh my God, you're Nigerian. I would have never thought that. You're so nice, or you're so quiet, or you're not as loud." And I'm just looking at them. I'm like, "Oh, I could be any of these things."
Yeah.
But like, we're not a monolith. But that's what travel does. Also show you that
Yeah.
the people you interact with on these trips define like your experience with that sort of group of people too. So
Yeah.
that's definitely true. So now you have a St. Kitts passport. You have a Nigerian passport. You live in Portugal. You travel to Nigeria. You're currently in Atlanta. My question to you is, how are you able to do all these things and keep your sanity? How do you keep relationships? How do you like live life?
Who said I was sane? That's
Ladies
the
and
first
gentlemen, that's the question answered. Moving on.
It's a lot of work. I think we were talking about it earlier today. I was talking about it with Nelson and was, asking me about like balance and stuff. And it's, to be honest, I really don't have an answer to that question. I'm literally just going. Some days I'm tired. Some days I don't want to wake up. Like I was in Houston, like how many days ago, filming back to back all through. And I was so tired, but I just had to wake up the next day. I'm like, okay, we need to get stuff done. We need to get stuff done. So I just keep pushing, man. There's no sanity in this kind of, in this line.
Business.
There's no sanity in this line. If you wanted sanity, go and do 9 to 5.
Even then, even though some 9 to 5s will show you Shege Pro Max.
Well, true.
So I was talking to Justin and Aina are examples of like, so Nigerian American creators, and I think you're a global creator. That's what I think I categorize you as, right? You are the top Black creator, especially in the travel space in the world. Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that sometimes.
Okay, sometimes.
I know.
No, it's all the time. Like you
That's
should own your
true.
shit.
I think about it sometimes and I'm like, yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you look around for a lot of like Black men who travel, who have the amount of following you do, it's not a lot. It's probably maybe 5 to 10 people
Yeah.
that are Black men who are doing it.
Yeah.
And then if you take away like, no, honestly,
When you
yeah.
say travel, there's nobody.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to be nice.
No, don't be nice. Say-
I was
say it
trying
as it is.
but we'll have that time because you have to say it as it is at the end when you talk your shit. By the way, I hope you know that. You ready for
What
it?
shit am I talking?
You're gonna be. Am I too loud? You're gonna say, am I too loud if I say I'm like the baddest travel? You gotta like. Do
Oh,
that.
I got to do that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
no,
ready.
should I do it now? I'm
No,
ready.
nah,
Okay.
nah. You breathe and
Ginger, I
rest.
did my
Ginger.
body now.
Well, me and Justin are two Nigerian American creators, what I like to classify all of us as. And they talk about like the hustle, brand deals, doing YouTube, doing content, creating stuff for yourself. But I don't know, Tayo, you do your own by yourself.
Yeah.
And like you create all these opportunities by yourself. I get tired of it because it feels like I'm shouting to people, and we talk about this often between each other.
Yeah.
I like when we're trying to sell ourselves to American brands, just global brands, it just feels like they don't see the vision that we see.
Yeah.
So how do you just say fuck it and continue to do what you're doing?
I believe in creating opportunities for yourself. I believe because literally building on YouTube has just taught me that, the more work you're able to put in, and the more you're able to kind of like grow and have more opportunities. Because YouTube is like, think about it. I started with 0 subscribers.
Yeah.
So when it comes to making YouTube videos or even just doing anything in general, every video you make might not work out. Some videos you do, they work out, some won't work out. I think it's also the same thing too when it comes to creating opportunities. It's just trying multiple things. So for example, let me give you an example of when I say creating opportunities. There's this series I started on my channel called Made in Africa, which was interviewing CEOs. So I did the first one. The first person I did was a mechanic in South Africa. I did that video, people liked it, and then from there I created a series out of it. And through that series, I've been able to meet some of the richest people in the world, like billionaires, people that have like real estate tycoons, like people even reached out to me themselves because I created something of value. So I think that's the answer to that question, because as I was saying it, I'm like, creating opportunities for yourself is just about figuring out what people are going to find valuable and then creating that thing. And then it's always best to make people come to you rather than you chasing people.
We talk about that a lot.
So you create something that people want, create something that is of value, and people will come to you themselves instead of you chasing people. So that's kind of like how I go about it, basically.
Perfect. Okay. So we're going to get into some things that you have to pick, this or that. It's pretty simple.
Fun
We're going to play
stuff.
this or that. Yeah, fun stuff.
What does the tattoo on your hand mean, by the way?
The dinosaur or the sunflower?
Oh, you have a dinosaur?
Yeah, I just got it. I got it like last year or a year ago and a half ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. It was this one I saw.
Like I always get tattoos, but like no one, because I feel like
Why are you getting
small.
tiny tattoos?
They
Get
don't want-
something. See this one. This is the tattoo. People see it. Why are you getting
So I don't want people to
scribbles?
see it
Why?
because I'm a model.
Okay.
Sign me. Because how do you argue with that? You say, okay, well, what else do I say to that? Okay, so this or that. We're gonna play this or that with Mr. Aina here.
Mr. Aina sounds.
like
I sound like an old man.
Mr. Aina, a long haul flight versus a long road trip.
A long haul flight versus a long road trip. It depends on who is in the flight or who is in the car with me.
People like this piss me off. Do you hear what I said? I said this or that. They did not ask you for anything else. So.
No, but nothing is in a vacuum. There needs to be context. There needs to be context.
Zero context if you had
Okay.
to choose a flight or a road trip.
It depends on where. There are many dependencies. Think about it. A road trip across Europe and a flight from Europe to America. I would rather do.
Okay,
I'd rather do a road trip across Europe. A road trip across Africa, maybe from West Africa. Zero. A road trip across South Africa, yes. So it just depends.
Okay. A flight on Singapore Airlines first class all the way to New York.
Okay.
That particular flight.
Okay.
Or a road trip across Australia.
Road trip across Australia.
See what I mean? There's opportunities there.
Yeah, but you see, you're specific. You're specific.
Okay. A flight from Nigeria to South Africa.
Yeah. Or
a road trip from Lagos to Abuja.
Fine, for sure. I'm not doing any road trip in Nigeria again.
No, I feel
That's an easy one.
That's a suffer one, I'm telling you. Okay, solo travel versus group travel.
I think I want to do group travel now because I've done a lot of solo travel.
Guys, we've been wanting to do a group travel for so long. Like me, Tayo, and like a bunch of creators, but nobody's answering our DMs. So if you're watching this and you're a creator, go to your DM and see if we DM'd you. If you have not, well, should I don't know.
You know what I've come to realize about this group trip thing is like whoever is ready to go, just go.
We don't even have anybody that's ready. Who do we know is ready?
You're ready now, and I'm ready.
No, but I need more.
No, you get more when you get more as we start to go. You can find one other person, so it's 3 people.
Oh, then we'll go. Person. Who do you think is cool? Let's actually do a shameless plug now that we think we should.
Who do I think
Moyo
is cool?
will be a vibe.
Moyo,
the guy.
Yeah, Moyo.
London,
TikTok,
UK.
London.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it will be a vibe
Moyo.
for sure. He
Okay,
travels,
if not
he travels
Moyo,
well.
what a girl that can travel?
A girl that can travel. I only know a lot of girls on the internet.
No, not really.
Let me see. That travel.
Travel.
I think a lot of people traveling is the people I know. Their travel is mostly luxury travel.
That's my issue too. Because a lot of times when I look at luxury, especially for people who look like us, that's the conversation to even be had too.
It's luxury travel.
Because when I see black girls doing luxury travel, it's not relatable. It's aspirational, but it's not relatable.
Why didn't you fall into that space of doing luxury travel?
I look like a luxury idea. I'm a luxury baddie. That's not that. That was the same reason I left New York. Like, I don't enjoy the rat race, right?
Oh, have you left New York?
Like, left New York as in, like, left my apartment.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like here's the thing about, like, this is very, very, very broad in general. Yeah. So don't take this entire word that I'm saying.
Take it. Clip it and put it on Twitter.
I swear. But as a black woman, to be successful, most of the time, mainstream black women have to be aspirational because within our people, the concept of beating all odds to get to where they are is an achievement in itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when the normal black girl exists, as a normal black girl, I don't care about your relatability because we're in the same line. When you get to the level where I want to aspire to be, now I want to enjoy that content because it's like an escapism. That's why Nigeria has a lot of comedy involved, right? Because people want to laugh, people want to be inspired, they want to like feel like, oh, this is entertainment. On the flip side of that is black girls who like do like the hostel thing or the train thing. There's things that are like, oh yeah, sure, I could do that, but why would I choose that when I can aspire to go see a luxury yacht that I can enjoy and do all these things with, like the solo travel experiences, the going to all these places. Now, for me, that's not my cup of tea because I want to show people that you can find joy and happiness at every level that you are, no matter what it is. Like I enjoy, you know me, I enjoy a good time. I enjoy my Delta One lounge. I enjoy my steak and pasta. I don't do really luxury bags and shit. I enjoy a nice car, like a nice apartment. I know how to spoil myself. Like when I'm going on trips, I know how to spoil myself, but I also know how to enjoy an experience for what it is. Like me saying I want to backpack across Europe. Like I want to sleep in hostels, talk to people, meet people, just learn past myself. I want to, I don't know, jump off a fucking Grand Canyon. I want to road trip across it, not in like a breakdown RV, and figure out what that experience looks like. I just want to do things that if I didn't have any burden on my shoulder, I would still do it for the fun of it. Because I do think that when I see young white creators having fun and traveling, it's from a level of, I want to see the world.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing else but I want to see the world.
Yeah.
And for our people, it's like, I want to see the world because I've saved up all this money. It better be worth it.
Yeah, but I think it also points to, I think I agree with you, and I also understand that very well. I think we're going to go deeper. It also comes from where we're coming from.
Yeah.
Because think about it, it's like a lot of people, they've come from a lot of like suffering, you know, they've had to deal with a lot of stuff to get to where they're at. So for them, it's like, okay, now that I've arrived here, you know, I need to enjoy it, and I need to be this person, and I need to, you know, just live this luxury lifestyle. And also some people is also to show off, to show the other people that, I've arrived. I'm now here at the top of this mountain. So it's a mix of money. It's a mix of many things. And it's not like it's bad. Like
it's just life.
It's just life. It's just what it is.
As a traveler, I'm realizing that to go see the Eiffel Tower is nice. But if you get to the Eiffel Tower, you take a picture, you're done.
That's it.
But the experience and the story is what changes people. So, for example, I can go to the Eiffel Tower, take the photo in my fancy dress, do fun tea, champagne, that's fine. But imagine if I'm staying in a hostel in Paris. So I'm going with a group of friends. After the Eiffel Tower, we go and meet a person who's French, who then takes me to their house. Then there's this whole story about my experience there that just does not just matter because, you know what I mean? Like
so
that's what I'm learning.
So I think that's the difference. There are people who travel. That's called, I think for me, that's what I'll call a traveler. You're somebody who travels. And there's people who just go for vacation.
That's true.
So there are different types of travelers. So somebody like you who wants to, you know, go hiking, because people, how many people do you see they say they are traveling, are going hiking?
That's true.
And like people that look like us.
Yeah, no.
They know people just want to go to a nice fancy hotel. Some people will go to a resort in, let's say, Punta Cana or something, and they'll stay in the resort throughout.
The entire time,
They won't go anywhere.
The best part was
they
when
won't
I
relate
had
to
fun
the
and
locals.
left.
The best part
The best part of Punta Cana was when I left and I was actually outside hanging out with the locals, asking them what their favorite spot was, seeing what was playing on the TV. I'm like, oh, I'm in a different world, and it's like fun, it's engaging. It's definitely different. I see that for sure.
I think that's what I search for whenever I go to a place. I'm always looking for local, authentic experiences. Because for me, I want to know that, I went to Albania, I drank their vodka and I tried out their beer and I spoke to some local person and then he told me about this and that. Because the locals are the ones that will really give you the real authentic vibe of the country. Because if you go to, imagine if all the resorts across the world, they are almost very similar. Like you get the same thing. The same thing inside. So what's the point?
I've said this out aloud before, but so I was looking at my travel history for last year, and I went to Bora Bora, the Maldives, the Four Seasons. I went to Canoeing Island. I went to the British Virgin Islands. I went to, I think, Bahamas. So I went to Canoeing Island is like billionaires island. That's where billionaires have yachts and stuff. And someone was asking like, oh, so like where else do you want to go now? Where are the dreams? And I realized I'm actually not interested. Like I've seen, like if you've gone to Bora Bora in the Maldives, you've seen it. It's like you've seen the overall water bungalow. You've swam with sharks. I've swum with sharks. I have gone on a private jet to the Bora Bora. Shout out to Brand Deal. Shout out to Tar Cosmetics. Like I've done that and it was a great time. I'm so grateful for it. But my Edinburgh trip just in Scotland there, the way like that was a lot more fulfilling experience for me. I enjoyed the Bora Bora, but like I also like the Billionaires Island it was the same sand and beach and the sun shining on my you know what I mean? It was, but I wonder what it would have looked like if I went to Bora Bora but I met someone who was local Polynesian. What story I could tell differently. Enjoy Bora Bora still. Like, those can be like once in a lifetime opportunities for vacation, but to travel, I realize I want more. I want to see more. I want to talk to more people because I feel like I'm a richer human being too if I do that. You
definitely are. I think I definitely agree with what you said. And for me, when I think about travel, like just like what you said about like going to all the nice beaches and seeing stuff, once you see it a lot of times, you get bored. Like me, I've traveled to places and I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything. Because when I think about it, especially for me, who I have fun for work.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what people are doing for vacation is what I'm doing. So if I go to this country, I'm looking for a chopper, I'm looking for this experience or that experience because I need content.
Yeah.
So when you do that so many times, you go to this beach or you go to that beach, it's like, okay, why do I want to go again? So the only thing that will be different is the people you meet and then the experiences they give to you. So like what you said, exactly, it does make you a richer person.
Yeah. I also want to say, can we go to that gorilla thing? I want to go so bad. We
The
do the
gorilla
Rwanda
thing?
gorilla trek that you go trekking with gorillas and you go and sit down and take picture with them.
Oh yeah, that's cool. No, I'm actually down
Like,
to
let's
go.
do it.
I'm
the Cara
down to
and Nate
go.
video. I've been asking all my friends and no one wants to come with me.
I'm down to go for the gorilla.
It's
thing.
$7,500 for the entire thing.
Why will I pay $7,500
For
to
the
see a
gorillas,
gorilla?
where it helps them with
Why?
that. It helps them with the habitat.
Why?
It helps them with the habitat. Like, it keeps them alive.
But I've seen gorillas before.
No. I see you will see this ones.
I've seen them. Why
No,
would I want to be with them in the
where have you
bush?
seen them?
I've seen them in Portugal. We have gorillas in Portugal.
No, but they're in cages.
Yeah, they're in an enclosure.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, these ones are like, you're going deep, you're hiking into the forest.
Why?
It's like you're going to see them with the babies.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
You don't even have an answer. Why would I
Because it's
go and see?
fun.
It doesn't look like fun to me.
It's like going to a safari. Why are you going to see the
So going
zebras
to
and
safari
lions and
is
stuff?
I'm gonna see a plethora of animals, different types of animals. I'm gonna see a lion.
Well,
I'm
like a
gonna see
gorilla, it's
whatever.
like you're going to see them. Moving on. This or that. Backpacking versus luxury luggage. So like carrying a lot of stuff.
Backpacking for sure.
Yeah, you're a backpacker. Airbnb versus hotel.
Man, it depends. But I think these days it depends. It actually depends. If I'm going with friends,
I'm never playing this game with this market.
Airbnbs. If I'm just going alone, hotels most likely.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
I actually don't like Airbnbs.
I actually
Airbnb, I
Airbnb.
like you if you want to sponsor me. Hashtag Airbnb partner. There's no play.
I think I used to like Airbnbs a lot. I used to do Airbnbs every time. But then when I started doing hotels, I realized that hotels are, I can go downstairs in a hotel at whatever time, and no, not whatever time because they probably close. But hotels, they make your bed every
day,
every day, stuff like
towels.
that, new towels. But Airbnb, you still have to do everything yourself. So
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I
yeah.
can feel that. Local food wherever you are, or finding Nigerian food.
local food,
Really?
yeah, local
Interesting.
food. I always try a local food of every country I've been to.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
even in every country.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that. Moving on. Okay. So now I have a bunch of targeted questions.
Okay.
If you had to rebuild your channel from 0 subs today, what's the first step?
First step is to research ideas. Spend a long time researching ideas because the ideas are what define the video. If you can come up with good ideas,
Yeah.
you've literally, you're 50% on the way to success.
Okay.
Because it's all about the idea at the end of the day. If you come up with a bad idea and you execute it, even if you execute it perfectly, it's still a shit video.
Okay. So I'm filming a vlog now about Atlanta. What's a good idea that I can do? Knowing me.
Knowing you. So it depends. You could do, if you're somebody who wanted to do you want to showcase Atlanta? What part of Atlanta do you want to do? So you have to do like,
I was gonna go to the Georgia Aquarium High.
that's just one thing. You can do 24 hours in Atlanta, or I spent 24 hours in Atlanta, or I spent 24 hours in America's something city.
So see, okay, can we talk about this? Why do you just Okay. So as a
I just
creator,
lit up.
creator,
Yeah.
I struggle so much with being like a voice.
Why?
Because me and you fight over this all the time.
Yeah.
Because like whenever he tells me to title my videos, I'm always like, I can't be like, I spent 24 hours in America's blackest city or da-da-da. I feel like it's just so like,
Do you want to make money or not? If you want to get your videos seen by a lot of people, you always need to title it something that has the potential for
But it also
maximum
feels
reach.
so authoritative. Like it feels so like, I am here, listen to me, watch my video.
Isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, but like, oh.
No. No.
I just feel like I don't want to be like.
But you're not doing anything. I think you're the one saying it that way because
Do you
people
think
want to
so?
see. Yeah, people want to see your perspective.
Do you think so? From behind the camera.
I mean, from what I was the same way. He was like, Nelson,
videos from your phone. I'm like, bro, I don't do phone videos. And then when I started doing phone videos, it's like, okay, that expanded my reach more. So people like relate more to that and call to action, like tell them what you want them to do, and it works.
That's what it's called, call to action. What do you say?
No, the camera is picking up audio too.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I'm also just
You're helping.
because for me, I'm thinking about it content-wise. Like when it's being edited, okay, I want to make sure that there's.
So no, there is. He knows what.
We live the life. This is the work.
But that just scares me to do that.
Don't be scared.
You guys, I feel like my content will change once I start being more like braggart. Like, this is Odditty, and I'm telling you exactly why you should be here.
Because think about it. The truth is that even up till now, if I'm making a video, I'm not just going to name it. Even if I have over 1 million subscribers, I'm going to name it something that I know somebody who has probably never seen my channel. If they see it, they'll probably want to click on it.
Guys, if you're watching my videos from now on and you see changes, I promise you I'm the same person. I'm just more like, I'm just very like adventurous.
She's just looking for more money now.
I'm just looking for more money. Because like even with my vlogs, when I first started, I was like weekly vlog. I tried this and I thought it's so much. And my vlogs now are very like, I don't want to say too much. Like if I imagine saying Toronto vlog, like Toronto tour, like living in Toronto, like
Because
who am I to be touring Toronto?
No, you're somebody. Think about it. Think about it. You spend so much time filming, editing, paying all these people to do all these things.
I do.
After doing all that work, don't you want it to be seen? Is that not the whole point?
Imagine me saying, am I too loud and being shy about shouting out for myself? How dare I?
Like, why? How dare
Guys,
you?
that's what I'm telling you. Everything is just, we're all going through it too. Anyways, what's the wildest thing that's happened filming abroad to you?
I got arrested.
Really? With Ethiopia?
Yeah, Ethiopia.
Don't mind them. I have to fight you for that.
I think that's the wildest thing that's happened. But apart from that, no, I can't really point to any other thing. It's just being arrested or being whatever. But apart from that, what's the wildest thing?
I drowned. Well, I survived. I almost drowned.
Oh, I've almost drowned too before in Portugal. I went surfing.
I tried surfing. Now. Why would you try surfing if you can't swim?
Well, I was trying to be adventurous. I can swim, but I can't float.
Tell your place.
I can move in the water, but I can't like stay in the water and float. So I was trying to surf for the first time in Portugal, and I went to this place called Nazaré. It's one of the biggest surfing places in the world. And then I went there, and then we're surfing, and then it wasn't even like a big wave or anything, but I just noticed that. I think I noticed that the waves has actually moved me all the way away from the shore. So I was like in the middle of the ocean, and I was like looking at the shore. It was so far away, and I was like, "Oh shit, how am I gonna get back there?" And then the wave came, and the wave was pushing me off the board. So I had to hold on to the board like a life raft because I couldn't swim. No, and my leg wasn't touching the ground. It was scary, and I was the only one there, and there was nobody.
Wait, they didn't have an instructor with you?
The instructor was far away, and the instructor had some. We were like 12 students.
So they focused on other people, and they looked at you like, "Oh, you should know what you're doing."
Yeah, they just assumed that you know what you're doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I almost died that day. But
I do want to learn how to surf too, but I know like I need to be a good swimmer, like in open water.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get to actually.
If we continue your swimming lesson,
okay, we'll talk about
it. Okay. Best interaction you've had on a trip.
Best interaction. Like, is it with a local or with somebody I went with?
Both. Or neither. Or
Best interaction. Are you talking about the country or just what the interaction was? Because you know my problem.
Tell me.
I have so many experiences. Like, so I'm trying to look at what country. Because I've done over almost 50 countries now.
Okay. Say one of your favorites. Maybe not best then. A favorite interaction. The first thing that comes to your mind and go.
Okay, I'll talk about the most recent one was in Albania, and there was this owner of a lodge in Tet in Albania, and then we're just outside and we're talking and all. So it was good conversation, and we're drinking Albanian vodka, and it was just cool vibes. And
chilling.
then they lit the fireplace, and they were just there around it.
Did they know you were Aina, or did you
just normal guys? I just I'm a Nigerian.
I wonder
or whatever.
if travel is so like fun for men because they can do that. Like I'll be worried.
There are women there too.
Really?
Yeah, people sitting around the fire. It was chilled vibes. You don't need to be worried. You need to travel more. Travel.
No, I'm
with me.
traveling more.
Go on a trip with me.
We're doing a trip together. Let's figure out which one.
Go on a trip with me.
Wait, no, we know the one we're doing.
Oh, okay.
No, we're doing that one. Don't worry. I'm telling you, we're doing it.
You're not asking me.
Yes.
I'm never asking for my opinion. You're telling me. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're doing it.
I'll think about it.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'll
You've
think
thought
about
about
it.
this?
No, not yet.
Why not?
I'll think
Why
about
don't you
it.
want to do a van trip with me?
Why are you acting like? Why did you suddenly become a girl?
Fine, whatever. I don't want to do it with yourself. Fine.
Oh, yeah, we can do
We're
it,
not
don't
going to
worry.
chill me alone.
Are you sure?
You know, no. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna now talk about. Donald is a madman for what you just wrote here.
Oh, is it the one that wrote the questions?
So for this one, he did. He added to it. Okay, so we're going on a trip together.
Okay.
We're very excited about it,
Okay.
and then we're gonna also do our group trip.
We didn't say. Okay. Are you giving an hypothetical situation?
No, we're saying the facts.
Okay.
Guys, let me tell you something about Tayo. Me and him, right? So apparently people say this not even about you. That you're like the 5th person that day that told me that exact statement.
Okay.
So I took a time and I said, oh, by the way, we're going to be in Atlanta together. We're doing the podcast. And he said, are you asking me? Are you telling me? I said, I was telling you. I don't know. I didn't know there was an option. Then he said, Sophie, there should be an option. And I realized that sometimes I tend to I don't demand. Like, I don't think I'm rude. Do you think I'm rude?
Because I know you. I don't think. you're
Yeah.
rude.
It's just like.
But I don't know how other people.
Because think about it this way, I wouldn't like talk about that with other people. But like when I said that, it was because I was like, oh, you're my friend, so you make time for me. 1.
Oh, I see where you're coming
like
from.
it was just more of like I know you enough to know that like if I said we're gonna do the podcast, if I asked you, can we do the podcast, you say, why are you asking me? Of course.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
I
I see
cut
what
out
you mean.
all the middlemen to just jump right into we're doing the podcast we're filming today.
And it's also good because that's why I gave you that response.
Exactly, because you're like, are you telling me? I was like, yes, but we're still doing it. I'll let you know when. And it worked out. Okay, so we're platonic friends.
Okay.
How do you build boundaries and still work together with people? Because traveling is a lot, right? You just talk about like being out and something. What? So, are you in a relationship? Are you single? What are you doing? Are you vibing?
Is that the question?
Yes, it was in here somewhere.
No, but that's not the question you're asking now.
No, that's it though.
No, you're asking about platonic.
No,
I read
it
the
was-
question. That was the question. Why you
Because I
segue?
was thinking about it from like a platonic friends building boundaries with people situation, right? Because people who know Taya I know personal private level. Because every time I talk on my podcast, they're always asking me if I'm single. And I'm telling them no, that I'm married,
Okay.
and I got my answer to that. So do you have an answer to that?
To
Like
which
how do
one?
you set boundaries? First of all, are you single or are you married?
You have asked me so many questions. What are you asking me?
Are you single or are you married?
I'm
And-
not married. I'm not married yet.
Okay. And then the next question is, how do you then build boundaries as you travel? Like, how do you know? Because you just go at your age and you're almost 50. So like, how are you able to like, how are you able to, Taya's going to kill me after this episode. How are you able to like, just move through life? Because I'll give you an example. My mom thinks I've lost my, like, she thinks like, I'm like, why am I not home? Why don't I have a house? Why don't I have this? Like,
But isn't that true?
well,
That you've lost your way?
have I lost my way? Do you think I have? So do you really think I have?
But you don't have a house.
Yeah, but that's different. Go away. But I feel like I don't know if it's different for men than for women, though, right? Because our career is also different. First of all, like saying our job is to travel,
Yeah.
or to live life and to experience life.
Yeah.
For people who don't understand it, it's already
Yeah,
wahala.
it's already, yeah.
So
yeah.
I think about that from like you're constantly going to different places.
Yeah.
How do you keep those boundaries, keep those personal lives separate, still prioritize like your personal life plus travel? Because I know you now. You say you're going for a month in somewhere else.
Yeah,
and you're just doing that, living life. How?
Well, it comes with the job. It's just what it is. Like now, currently, I'm going to be in the US for over a month.
Yeah.
So it's just what it is. Like work needs to be done.
But can I tell that? Can you say that Sophie's mom, work needs to be done? She's a great travel vlogger.
Yeah, true. Work needs to be done. But she's not a great travel vlogger. She just started out traveling. So she can still stay at home more. Yeah.
Whose side are you on right now?
Mommy's
Whose
side.
side? I cannot say that. I met some woman yesterday. She was like, "Oh, how's your mom?" I was like, "She's fine." They're like, "Oh, that woman." I said, "I'm trying my best." Okay, so what have you learned about like love and relationships then while building your career?
I think I've learned it's important to find the right person who understands you and what you're trying to do. Because at the end of the day, I think that even comes first. Finding like who understands you before thinking about many other things. Because if you're trying to build a career, depending on what you're trying to do, and if you're trying to really go far with it, there needs to be like a synergy between you and that person.
Yeah.
And I think another thing too I've learned too is also good to be with somebody who also has a thing going, who also is on our own journey. So that way both of you can support each other. Because if you are just doing your own journey and the other person doesn't have any journey of their own, then it depends. It might be a problem to your own journey because she won't be able to understand or relate. But for example, if I was doing something now, let's say I was an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm building a business, and I have somebody who is also maybe an entrepreneur. She doesn't necessarily be an entrepreneur, but she has her own career. When I say I have to do this thing, I have to get this thing done, you have a better understanding than somebody who has never done business before, doesn't understand what you're trying to do. So that way it reduces friction. So I think that's one of the first parts. And I think I think that's it basically.
Yeah. I actually learned that too because I've dated everyone from this. You
dated everyone? Wow.
I'm telling you, people know
That's
this. They know
wild.
I tell them a lot.
That's mad though.
But I've learned that the best thing has always been finding somebody who understands your journey, like who understands the growth, who understands like where you're going. Yeah. Because like people are like, oh, Sophie, how are you able to do all these things? I'm like, because I have support. Like I have a good support system that helps me like navigate life.
Would you say your support system in terms of relationship are like people that you're like it's not a platonic? What's the opposite of platonic? I don't know, but
romantic.
Would you say it's somebody that you're romantic with, or would you just say those friends are like people that that are platonic?
Both. Oh, so like I had to find my romantic partner had to be somebody who understood my priority. Like they understood that, oh, I don't want to have an apartment anymore. I want to travel. I can go. Like it's just learning like, oh, this is where I'm going to be. I'm putting things in place. But having someone who's supportive of you and your dreams is everything to me. And that's what I've learned. Because for a lot of Nigerian people, I know I have a lot of young Black women who listen. And even like when I was doing all this, my mom was like, oh, who's going to end up marrying you? Where are you going to stay? What are you going to do? All these things.
I don't think that's... I wonder why parents say that sometimes, but I don't think that would be a problem. Do you feel like it would be a problem?
I'm just stubborn. No.
You're stubborn. I know you're stubborn.
Yeah, but like...
But you need somebody who is more stubborn than you are.
Yeah, but see how like...
minus times minus is plus. It's minus actually.
Think about it
minus times minus is what?
You think I know math?
It's plus. In minus times minus is plus.
They've lost me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I failed that math actually, so I still remember that. So you continue.
Oh, no, how do I explain this? It's just, I think it's from a woman's thing. It's a woman's thing. Like,
yeah, it's different.
It's different.
It's
like,
different for sure.
Mothers would tell you, oh, you have to be a certain way. You have to be demure. You have to be modest. You have to do this. Like, there's more rules in our society for young women than it is for men to.
For sure.
Who will marry is something that we hear all the time. And I'm like,
how many times you guys hear that though? I wonder.
I said it yesterday. And maybe last week I heard it 5 times.
I have a question for you. Okay. Do you believe marriage is an achievement?
Oh, we talk about this. No, I don't think so. Absolutely not.
Then why do people celebrate it?
Because we as a society have put marriage on a pedestal. Because think about it from this angle. Marriage came as an institution for women to be able to have land and property with their husbands and men too. Like when you're married to someone, you're more respectable in society. Yeah. So it's like a step, right? You finish your education, you get married, you have kids, you're furthering your lineage, all of that stuff. And that's what the human life, the dream, the story we're told is. You're born, you finish all your school, you get to at least university, you find the love of your life, because there's always the love of your life. That person is one. You can't find several love of your lives. You ideally find love of your life. As a woman, you're supposed to hold yourself till that love of your life comes. You marry, you have a boy and a girl child. Yeah. You find a house. It's true. You find a house, you buy a car. Maybe each of you have a car, a mini sedan or something else. You grow old, your kids have grandchildren, you have grandchildren, and you die. Okay. That's not my story. That's not the story I ever wanted. But that's the story that they've told us. Yeah. So for a lot of people, marriage is like that next step for that story. And for people who decide and say, I don't want to get married at 25, I want to get married at 35. No, because you're a woman and your eggs end at 30. So you need to make sure you're married before 40. So the time is... So there's a lot of human and society constructs that have put marriage up as this achievement thing that I don't support. I don't agree with, because divorce rates are the rates they are for a reason.
Are you scared of divorce?
No.
Are you scared of marriage?
No. I'm not even scared of love. But you also know that, like, I'm not. Like, I feel like I don't see love as an achievement. I think of love as a process. Like, something to be enjoyed, like an emotion to be enjoyed too. Like, I am grateful I fell in love with someone. I'm happy I got to experience that person. I always make sure in a relationship I'm always whole through that. Like, I think young women, Men are able to navigate those emotions with love a lot more than women are taught to, right? Men are able to handle rejection. They're told to do this a certain way. For young girls, that's what I like to say on the podcast. Love isn't, oh, finally I found love, I'm in heaven. No. You should be so whole within yourself that when you fall in love with somebody else, both of you are
I agree
it's
with
1
that.
+ 1 = 3.
Yeah.
Both of you create an entity together. If you end up breaking up, that entity is fine. You're still able to, like, that's why one of my episodes was about me being best friends with my exes. Everyone's like, oh my God, why did I'm like, if a person is good to me, they're good to me forever. Like, it's not necessarily, I don't muddy the relationship. I don't make it like, it's just good relationships are just not stuff that I prioritize and I keep.
But isn't that hard though? Especially somebody you've been romantically involved with. Isn't it hard? Isn't it like, say, slippery slope sometimes?
No, I feel like that's where boundaries and being grown up is. If the person is also like being, weird, then I'll cut them off, of course. But for the most part, like, no, I think I see love very differently because, again, it's an emotion. It happens. You love people and you move on from it. End of story. Okay. All right. Talking about that, do you think creators date differently than non-creators? Because I ended up saying I was never going to date someone who was in the public space, and now I'm like, no, the person I have to date has to be somebody that is in the public, like not public, but it has to be a creator or someone who is in the arts.
Oh, really?
I can't do a 9-to-5er.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I
think that also goes back to what I was saying about understanding.
Yeah.
If you're with somebody who is a creator, they understand when you're like, oh, I need to go and do a podcast, or I need to travel. It's different. But I think creators definitely probably date differently, especially people who, there are two types of creators. There's creators who have their personal lives out there. They're the ones that have their personal lives private.
The story time. I went on a date today, guys.
Exactly. So, and I know I know the romantic creator type content always does well. Like man and woman, people like love on internet.
Share your personal life will give you access. Yep.
Like even now, she's a she's a celeb. They are both celebrities though, but like the latest gist was this Cardi B and
Stefan,
whatever.
yeah.
So once people hear about like there's always somebody's relationship to talk, like people love that whole whatever. So some creators who are in that space, they tend to use that. So like. Let's make content, even though maybe they're not even on good terms together because couples fight. Yeah. But they also have to make the content. I feel like that's a lot of pressure.
That is. It's huge pressure.
I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah. Never mind. Okay. Now, final question before we close out the podcast. You've been amazing. And then we have the Am I Too Loud? And you're going to rant to the camera.
After this thing, is there food? After this, your podcast? Is Am I Too Loud?
No, I don't used to sell food.
You don't sell food after all this talk? No food, no drinks.
There was supposed to be food.
No takeaway, no small chops.
If you came early, there was food.
Wow.
Oh, I want small chops now. Are you coming to the dinner later tonight?
Are you inviting me? Taking me out on a date?
No, actually, there's a dinner. There's a private dinner. They don't invite you.
I don't know. They cannot not invite me. Though.
No, I didn't. No, actually, check.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like because I know there's supposed to be African food. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I'm coming.
Like
I'm
down,
coming.
down.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Okay. What's the biggest myth about filmmaking you want to debunk? Like, what's the biggest myth people
about filmmaking
or creating content, video, whatever?
I think. In terms of my space,
your space
is that travel is fun.
Yes.
If you're creating content for travel, it's not as fun as it. We just make it look fun. It's not. It's a lot of work. I was in Houston and I was filming every day, and it wasn't like it was fun. I just had to do it because I had to get stuff done.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining as regarding the fact that it's work at the end of the day, but it's a lot of work. Like people need to realize that.
Especially if you're the one recording.
It is a lot of work. Filmmaking is a lot of work. Anybody who really makes content, who makes videos, it's a lot of work.
With the camera up to record stuff. Too much. Okay. Most underrated African city to travel to. Underrated.
Namibia.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to go to Namibia so bad.
Namibia is dope.
Okay. Most underrated European city.
Based on where I've been to, I would say Albania. Because I can't even say
great things about Albania.
Albania is actually dope. Albania, Montenegro.
Would you think they're Europe?
Yeah, they are Europe.
I thought they were Eurasia.
No. It's Europe. It's the Balkans. So that's
the Balkans,
that's Eastern Europe.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. Eurasia is all them. Okay, don't worry. Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Our last thing before we close out. All right. So, am I too loud if I say and then just hype yourself up? People have said like I'm the best-selling author of I'm the best content creator on the planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I too loud if I say one of the biggest travel creators in the world? Am I too loud if I say I'm one of the best storytellers in the world? Am I too loud if I say I'm one of the best filmmakers out there? Am I too loud if I say I'm with Sophie?
You're the shit.
Am I too loud if I say I'm the shit?
You're
Yeah,
the shit.
I'm the
All
shit.
right, guys. Thank you so much, Taya. And now welcome to Am I Too Loud, the podcast. I appreciate you coming on. Thanks for being a good friend to me, for chasing my dreams, and for helping me chase my dreams. And I can't wait to see how much more we get into together. So, Chuck Knuckle. I feel like we're done now.
So weird.
I'll see y'all in the next podcast. I love you guys. Bye, Odd fam.
Bye, and please subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. Oh my God. Please follow Ty. I'm gonna link his description stuff down below.
Why did you tell them to subscribe to the channel? They're meant to subscribe to the channel.
It was like the podcast. Okay, guys, don't forget to give us 5 stars and also subscribe to our channel.
Always remember, tell them
YouTube
call
group.
to action.
Call to action. Bye, guys. If you enjoyed this video, you're gonna like this one right here.